What's good, everybody? Sorry, I haven't been really uploading. I was busy moving. Um, so this video is about Malika Andrews, and I've seen all the videos of people putting their 2 cents in it. Um, I'm not here to. I'm not here to. I'm not here to. I'm not here to say Malika is wrong for doing the things that she's doing. Other people see it differently. Other people have different perspectives on what she's doing wrong. And I say and I say that because I just say everybody got a life, right? Whatever passion or whatever drives you, whether you're a big sports fan or not, whether you follow you know, these 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 sport TV shows, whether it's First Take or First Things First or Colin Coward or whoever, you're going to get backlash. Whatever they say, you're going to get backlash, right? Where Malika Rose Andrews works at is $1 million corporation. They do not care. ESPN does not care who gets their feelings hurt as long as the story gets out, right? Now you could say, well, what if they're making Malika Andrews say these things? You could be right, and you know it could look ugly on them. All right, it could look ugly on them, and it could look ugly on Malika Andrews' part because she's just doing her job. Just like how you have to wake up each morning, clock in, actually wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower. If you have kids or not, make sure they're good, you know, and then you go to work. You may not like the job that you do, but you know what? It puts food on the table, it pays the bills, and nobody's complaining. But it's how Malika Andrews is doing it, right? It's how Malika Andrews is doing it. Some of her takes are questionable. I mean, a lot of people wanted her on that list, which for me, I thought she was never going to be on that list. Because they would need a very strong candidate to replace her. Kind of like Monica McNutt, you know what I'm saying? Or Cassidy, you know what I'm saying? They need like a strong presence to replace her, because that's not really, even though she's on the NBA Today, she's the host of NBA Today, that's not really her TV show. You know what I'm saying? So she could get cut just like Rachel Nichols got cut because of what she said about, Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she only got the job 'cause she was African. You know what I'm saying? So as long as Malika Andrews don't fall into that rabbit hole, I think she's going to stick around for the next, I don't know, 10 years or so. I could see her doing journalists for however she wants to. You know what I'm saying? She's only scratching the surface. She's only 27 years old, 28 or 27 years old. So she's very young, you know? But I don't know. Um, I just think people just need to get a life, you know. Because by you sitting here complaining, what is that accomplishing? Nothing. It's not accomplishing nothing, you know. I mean, there's billions of people that watch today's NBA. You know, you got Perk, you got Shelbourne, you got um, uh, you got like different people that comes in and out. You know, um, you got Jefferson, you got O'Shea, Agumake. You got Danny Green sometimes. You got Austin Rivers, the son of Doc Rivers. So you got different people coming in and out. You know, um, like I would like Kendra to be on there one time, not as a host, but just as a guest. You know what I'm saying? But she's in that realm right now as a news reporter. You know what I'm saying? She's doing what Malika did 13 years ago. Sideline reporters. That's her job. You know, because obviously she wants to follow in her sister's footsteps, which I don't blame her. I mean, obviously Malika's the oldest out of the two. I don't think Malika has any brothers. She attended pediatric boarding school, which was a boarding school for people who had bipolar disorder, which I've never heard. I've heard of that school. I've heard of schools before because I went to a boarding school before, but I've never heard of that type of boarding school. But obviously she graduated and got her degrees in communication skills and whatever, and she balled out. You know what I'm saying? She worked her butt to get here. But people is always gonna tell other people down. That's just how society works, and that's just how people are. You know, I mean, people are not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows. Like people have to understand. And the reason why I got the lights on is because my head hurts. I mean, I didn't get home till like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I just now woke up. So, it's like people just need to get a life. I mean, do something creative. Go outside. Because what are you accomplishing just by bashing Malika Andrews? She's getting paid at the end of the day. Whether you like her or not, she's getting paid at the end of the day. She's getting paid. She's going to go home, in her $1 million house, sleep well, wake up tomorrow and do the same thing. Now, she may not do it often, obviously, but I do think they're pulling the strings behind her because I don't think she's that type of person. I really don't think so. I don't know her personally, but I can tell you from an experience, she's an Aquarius just like, well, she's January Aquarius, but we're totally different. A lot of people assume that January Aquariuses and February Aquariuses are the same. We're not. We're polar opposites. One is chilled back, laid back, you know what I'm saying, don't really put too much on themselves. And the other one is just, showboat, look at me, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Clark, if people know who Clark is, Clark Oprahside, he's an Aquarius, just like I am, but he's January, I'm February, January are more outspoken, they'll let you know how they feel. February Aquariuses are soft-spoken. They don't really, put attention on themselves like that. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at Malika Andrews, you see her tendencies, right? Like if she doesn't like what she hears she's gonna mouth off, just like Popovich. Popovich is another one who be yelling a lot, which is all coaches, but he be over yelling, you know what I'm saying? But that's just how they wired, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm pretty sure she's a nice female, if you get to know her, but I'm pretty sure, ESPN is pulling the string. Because I'll put my whole I'll put my whole money on that she's being told what to do. And if you're working at a professional corporate business like ESPN, they will not hesitate to fire you. They don't care if you big, small, up and coming. They don't care. They want the story out fast and in a hurry. If it's a tragedy, like the one with Adrian Payne, so be it. Sometimes she feels like she don't even want to do that, but she has no choice. It's either you do it or you out of a job. It's like that type of, atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? They didn't lay off everybody. Randy Moss is still there. Rex Ryan is still there. Charles Woodson is still there. But they did lay off of some people, and there's plenty more to come. So, but a lot of people were surprised that Malika Andrews wasn't on that list. And then you could say, well, they could just replace her with Ogumike. Ogumike is a basketball player. Yeah, she knows what she's talking about most of the time. But is she really going to bring in views like that? You know what I'm saying? Or people can say, well, why don't they just replace her with her sister? Well, again, her sister is an up-and-coming journalist, just like how she was. She's a beat reporter for the Golden State Warriors and some other teams, So I don't think she has that capability of running a show like Malika has, because Malika has more experience than her. You know what I'm saying? She's in a come-up. Well, you could say, well, what about Ramona? Well, Ramona, she just had a baby, so I don't know, her timetable looks like, So there's a lot. There's a whole bunch of scenarios you can go, but it doesn't fit the description. Malika's the one for the job. If you don't like it, don't watch NBA Today. If the people that like Rachel Nichols, I'm pretty sure HBO gave her own platform. If you want to go there and support her, you can, But, if you don't like something, just don't watch it. Simple as that. Why are you complaining? What is complaining doing? Nothing. It's not solving nothing. It's not going to solve anything. If you don't like a product, if you don't like something, don't watch it. Simple as that. Like for me, do I watch wrestling all the time? No. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. It's interesting. I watch SmackDown more than I watch Raw. I used to. I only watch wrestling because of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is more of that. I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I'm just trying to make a point. But Roman Reigns is what Malika Andrews is to ESPN. It's must-see TV. You want to tune in every pay-per-view, every Friday night SmackDown. Who's going to dethrone Roman Reigns? Is it The Rock? Is it Cody Rhodes? Is it Jay? Who's left? It's kind of like, we're just waiting for Malika Andrews to snap or pop or say something in a negative way, Because one thing about January Aquarius is they very, very high temper people. So they could get hot and mad real quick. So any little thing you say could just set them off like a fire match. Like, you know what I'm saying? So people just need to relax, calm down. I know the stuff that she's been doing. Some of it, I'll let it slide. Some of it, like the death of Adrian Payne, she didn't have to do that. The case with Brandon Miller, he didn't get accused of anything. He was obviously free of no charge. And she still brought it up, you know. But you can obviously tell that she's being fed. She's being fed to read those things, you know. If you take that earpiece and you take all the equipment off and you just say, Malika, be you. Bomb the F the teleprompter. Just be you. She's clearly reading what's on the teleprompter. You can obviously tell by her eyes. She's keeping looking down. She's keeping looking up. Her eyes is not laser focused on the, screen. But that's, that's any journalist, So all I have to say is just this. People have to make choices in life. We all make choices in life, whether it's bad, good, ugly. We all make choices in life. But the way I see it, you could be mad. I support Malika 100% because I don't know her as a person. I don't know her personally, but just being a fan of hers from the bubble, she seems like a humble, funny, outgoing type of chick. She's that type of chick that you would have probably tried to bang, but she didn't allow you to. You know what I'm saying? Like, she strikes me as one of those chicks, like, cute baby face, you know what I'm saying? She had, she suffered bulimia or bulimia, whatever you want to call it. She couldn't really keep her weight up and down. Her weight was obviously up and down. She suffered from, bipolar disorder, So she's gone through some things, just like how we all go through things in life, but that doesn't make her a terrible person. She's just being fed bullcrap. And then obviously y'all gonna feed into it and think she's a bad person, which she's probably not. Because if she was a bad person, nobody wanted to do business with her. Maybe they have no choice but to do business with her, because if they don't, then, you could just, they can quit, go on and make their own podcast. You know what I'm saying? But, you could tell that Perkins, Jefferson, Agumake, they all appreciate her and they all like her. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Jefferson wouldn't have anything bad to say. I'm pretty sure Perkins wouldn't have anything bad to say. Or maybe they're scared to say something because they know the backlash that's going to happen. They're probably going to get fired, next cut or whatever. So they keep things under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Brian Windhorst, he's an NFL or he's an NBA expert, or Roger Nogowski, I think that I butchered his name, or Roj, you know what I'm saying? He's another good expert, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they let go of Todd McShay, who's a NFL guru. You know what I'm saying? So they let go of a lot of people, you know. And before that, they let go of Donovan McNabb, Heath Miller, but that was on some other conduct that they that they broke, you know. Hell, ESPN let go of Chris Paul. I mean, not Chris Paul, Paul Pierce, you know. So, uh, it's hard. It really is, you know. When you don't know somebody personally and you just attack them because of what you see and what you hear on TV, it's sad, you know, because you have to get to know the person to just say, oh, you're assuming that, you know, she's saying these things. So for the simple fact, look who she's working for, you know? I mean, bullcrap sells. Nobody likes the nice stuff. Who likes the nice stuff? You know? Outside of people dying, that's the only time people will have any sympathy, you know, or probably feel sorry. But other than that, bullcrap sells. If I have a juicy story, I'm going to make sure that story gets out. That story links, that story gets out. I don't care what it costs. Because I used to do editing. I used to do editing for a high school swimming team, you know. And I remember I had to get dirt sheet on players who uses, you know, the needle, you know, because there were some players or there were some athletes on that swimming team that used the juice. Whether they wanted their name on the article or not, it had to make headlines. It had to make headlines. And if it didn't make headlines, then I would have to find another way to make it, you know? And that would lead to promotions, that would lead to, you know, other news articles wanting me to, you know, write for them, this and that and the third. You know, I didn't want that. Because I knew as a person, I'm not that. But in order for you to sell your product, you have to bend it a little bit. And that's what Malika Andrews is doing. She's bending the story. All she could have just said was Adrian Payne. He played for such and such teams. He passed away. He was a great father, or if he was a father, then he was a great father, loving husband, this and that and the third. He will be surely missed. But she added what everybody don't want in a news reporter or journalist. Feedback. You know? She didn't have to say all that. You know? But again, it caused a pause. Is she really saying these things, or is she being told to say those things? I say it's 50-50. I think growing up biracial, it's like it's like Two-Face. You know, you flip a coin. If it's heads, then, you know, whatever the consequences is, you know, you have to just live with it. You know what I'm saying? But I think Malika Andrews, she will continue this. I'm not saying this every day, but if a juicy story comes up, she's going to be all over it. She'll tell the good and the bad, and then she'll bend it and put a twerk in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll put like a a spin-off on it to make people like, oh my God, this lady, why would she say that? Like this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like when she was going back and forth with Matt Barnes, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like Kobe's the one who gets in people's face. Yeah, but if he gets in people's faces and it doesn't really amount to wins, he's just getting into people's faces. And for me, I just think that that's true. You know, like if you get in my face, like for you to get in my face and say toughen up and this and that, and if I'm still continue to struggle and shooting poor or whatever, like how is that resulting into wins? That's just making me more worse than I'm already am. Or you could have just said, okay, nice try. Next time, just, focus or, do something better. You know, if you can't shoot, just rebound, block, do something, you know. But that's not Kobe, you know. Kobe have zero patience. You know, Kobe is a Virgo, I believe. So yes, he's the same as my mom. Perfection. You know, he's a perfectionist. You know, they want everything perfect. They aim for perfection. You know, my brother is a Virgo, but he's a September Virgo. My mom is a August Virgo. So, but I mean, it is what it is. But I can't really speak for everybody because everybody have their own opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion. I just think, um, I just think people need to respect other people's opinion as well. Like I said, if you don't like what Malika Andrews is saying, just don't watch her. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like, why do we have to go through this seesaw battle of, oh, she said this, or she doesn't like black men? Okay, maybe, okay, yeah, her mom, her mom is white, her dad is black. She's half white, half black, and Jewish. And if you understand the Jewish culture, you understand why. Or maybe her mom completely brainwashed her into thinking that she is only loyal to white men. So she discredits black men in order to make herself feel good. Time will tell. She's only scratching the surface. She's just gonna get even more powerful. She's gonna get more TV time, and she's just only gonna get more powerful as she's progressed. Now, am I saying that she's gonna do this almost every single day? No, she's kept a low profile, you know, until something leaks or something, comes up, then she's gonna have no choice but to go back to her old self again, which is tearing down black men, you know, which quote say, which I quote unquote say, but it's whatever. Like I said, as I fully support her, I just don't like the way that she goes about it. Um, you know, so y'all take it easy. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Um, like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 1K, hopefully. Cause I need to check out the super chat. I'm gonna make a video about a super chat because I don't know what that is. So y'all let me know in the comment section down below what's a super chat and how can I get one or how can I access one. So like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.